Alright, we're on the Upper West Side, or Upper East Side. Gotta change the title. Of Manhattan. We're gonna walk over to 70th Street, York Avenue. It's 4 o'clock, 24 degrees. Yeah. There's no wind so far, so it's not windy. So that's why I'm gonna take the chance of doing this walk. Hello. Mainly in the area we're in, it's mainly residential. There's not many businesses as in big business. No shopping areas really. Oh, check out the Mega Million and the Powerball. Who's in for the win? How you doing, Candle? We're on the east side, not the west. So I made a mistake I made a typo error. But I don't know. Prism, that's the name of this app that I use. And they changed the way everything looked. So I had a hard time trying to figure out what to put down, where everything was. It's been cold. And it's still cold. It's 24 degrees. And plus I get off late. I'm in between jobs now. Because really I'm just supposed to just hit to the job. I'm like, I'll just walk to the job. So I'm walking from Lexington Avenue on 86th Street, walking to York Avenue, 70th Street. So I got quite a distance. But it's manageable because it's not windy. So I don't feel bad right now. If it was windy, I wouldn't even bother. I would have just do what everybody else do. But I'm always getting off late. I can't make the screen bigger, or I can't do like zoom ins and zoom outs. I don't know why. I'm gonna try it again. I gotta deal with this thing later. Oh, there it is. It finally kicked in. I tried it earlier and it didn't work. And they go to police. I may take 2nd Avenue down. Well, yeah, we're going downtown. really don't even have to wear my gloves. I went to the store and bought some mittens. Right now, I don't even have to use them. Like I said, it's not windy. PC Richards. Yeah, PC Richards has been around, I think, 90 years. They beat the Wiz. That was another electronic store. I used to work for them. Circuit City. They beat out Circuit City. They beat out all of the stores. J&R Music World. Anybody who lives in New York may know those names. Crazy Eddie. These are all big chains in New York. PC Richards has been around what, 90 plus years. I'm kind of walking slow. I was hoping to see somebody I know at the desk. But I couldn't see his face. I'm gonna keep moving it. I think it's supposed to snow again. Oh, you can see it's clean, pretty clean right now. I think this weekend, maybe 1 to 3 inches. It may happen, it may not. One of those extended buses. I'm surprised it's not packed. It's after 4 o'clock. It's not full. I'm doing somewhat of a 360 turn so y'all can see where I'm at and see the whole surrounding area. We're gonna start walking downtown. I'm basically walking across town. Even though I have the clothes to deal with the weather, I'm wearing thermals right now on my legs. But still your face is exposed, especially on those windy days. And every time I get off work, it's usually dark already. These type of places been popping up left and right. I don't know how good they are, but I'm not one of those guys that hit the hospitals anyway. Like normal guys do. They don't go to the hospital. Wait for something to go wrong, then you check it. Yeah, right now it's no wind. I mean, zero wind. I didn't even check the wind factor for New York today. It's going on feel. And I got off the train. Well, it wasn't windy at all day. It's a nice looking building. It's simple, but they renovated the whole building though. It's a red brick building. Added a new top to it. You see the windows are changed and I don't know whatever they do to clean it. Look like they're still working on it. If I didn't have to work today, I would have did a long walk. I would have definitely did it. I'm bouncing between jobs right now. This is the last job for today. This is a new building that's going up. I'm walking the bike path. I did a few look around, so I did it. But this is the path you never walk on, really. Because I'm constantly looking around, even though I'm walking forward. A lot of these guys ride electric bikes. They don't slow down, so they keep the speed going. These bikes are pretty quick. I mean, like, they hit like 30 miles per hour. Look, I just got off the path just in time. Somebody's getting gas, oil in the building. That's the heating. Those guys better back up. They're gonna be stuck here. You should know by that cone. You got a cone in the street. Anytime you see that, you might as well just back out and turn around. Do one or the other. If they pumping oil, they're gonna stay there until they're done. This place is a comic strip. take another look at it. So we're on East 81st Street and 2nd Avenue. That's pretty much where this place is at, between 81st and 82nd. This building may look somewhat old, but it's not old. It's a brand new building. I've never seen this before. Swim school. Get a close up on that. It's probably for kids. That's my guess. It looks like for kids and adults. I'm not going to show you inside, but it is a pool. Yeah, it's for kids. Adults are showing kids how to swim. So you can go swimming all year round. Well, at least the kids can. Pretty sure some of the YMCA's still have pools and swimming pools. And some of these buildings have pools in them anyway. And some of these luxury buildings and towers, luxury towers, they usually have that kind of stuff in them anyway. Swimming pool and sometimes Olympic-sized swimming pools. And gyms. We're gonna walk over to First Avenue. So we're leaving 2nd Avenue, walking to First Avenue. I'm not gonna do a straight walk, just do First Avenue to 2nd Avenue. We're on East 79th Street. Walk a different path, even if I go into the same location. Walk through blocks you normally don't walk through. So if anyone's new to this channel, this is a walking touring channel of New York City. I do walking tours like this live stream, walking the streets of New York City. Sometimes I'll walk the train station. I do live events. I got a couple live, events. Like parades. Anything that's pretty much in New York. If I can get to it, I'll go. I'm trying to duck the scaffolding. This is my first time out since the storm we had last week. Like I was saying earlier, it's not windy. That's the reason why I'm walking right now. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to this channel. This is what I do. Definitely check out my past videos. I got like 1,500 videos up of New York City. Short and long. Putting up a new building already. Right now we're on 79th Street, 1st Avenue, and we're walking downtown.
It's $10 a person versus.
Got a martial arts studio on the ground floor. I think this one is geared for kids too. Yeah, it is. Ninja Warriors. There's a lot of little kids inside. They have quite a few of those around this area. Martial arts studios. Or dojos. That's what it's really called. Right now, we're still in the midst of rush hour. I guess they caught in between holidays. I think that's Mr. Freeze. Some type of carpet outlet. Sometimes when they knock these buildings down and put up something new, you forget what building was there. This is another type of business that's blowing up in New York. I don't smoke, but that's what I guess is generating enough cash for them to keep opening up spots like that. See, this is another one. Well, this is more for adults. Tiger Showman. Another self-defense place where they give classes for that. That one is downstairs. I remember back in the 1970s, when Bruce Lee was hot. We talking like early 70s, like 72, 73, like before he passed. And they had a lot of martial arts schools popping up. Especially when he passed, they really started popping up. You know, because of his movies. His movies was winning big, so. I remember they had two in Harlem. One was not too far from me. I was on Lenox Avenue, around 114th Street. And we had one not too far from us. And I was in a cadet corps, and they was teaching martial arts at the time. Until I left. But this is an old smoke shop. He's been there, but all the new smoke shops are different. See, that's those electric bikes. That's why he didn't even have to come. I think this is a second-hand store. That's another thing that's a big boom in New York. There's a lot of second-hand shops popping up. A friend of mine, he has one in the Bronx. I gotta go and check it out one of these days. And I learned this from this guy. Hey, how you doing, Joe? Joe went to the class for 4 years. Oh, really, Joe? All right. You're the Wing Chun man. It's good to know, though. My nephew went to one years ago when he was a kid. He took up a martial arts class in Staten Island. I never went to see him in action or anything. As soon as he got his black belt, he called me. I got my black belt. He was telling me all that stuff. And when he said it, I didn't even know what he was talking about at first. And then I realized what he was talking about later on. Wow, this whole time I've been walking, there's no wind at all. I don't know. I'm gonna see how this job is gonna go. And I might come out and do a night walk. I don't know. I wanted to do a Times Square walk from, because I was in that area yesterday, and I wanted to walk from Times Square to 86th Street, but didn't work. I wound up getting another call. So this is where we at now. Temperature and time. It ain't too bad. Still cold, but it's not windy at all, like I said earlier. No wind. Now wind changes everything. That's when everything seems so far away. When it's freezing and windy, or if it's sleet or heavy snow, one block seems like 7 blocks. Everything seems far away. That's when you don't want to step outside. We'll see you in a bit.
Stuff to thank people.
People don't like this.
Speakers on that bus is so loud you can hear it outside. Unless they have outside speakers on it. Y'all probably didn't hear it though. I heard it.
I was like, oh, I lost it.
I gotta hope we got that filter in. Got that feeling we didn't. I won't know until I step in the building and see the tank. I see those air stones blowing. It means he didn't do it. See what I mean by the smoke shops? There's a bunch of those things all over the place. Gotta get past this music. So who's playing today? See if I can win. I play every once in a while, not all the time. You know, back in the 80s, it was the most it would go up to when they first started back in the 1980s, it would go up to 2 million. And they bumped it up a few years later to 5 million. Now it's doing so well, it runs into the hundreds of millions, almost a billion. And those are like regular numbers now. So another one that's new. How you doing, John? I'm almost to my location where I have to work on these fish tanks. I appreciate everyone chiming in. It's gonna get dark soon. Nice. I saw some news report. Hertz, the ones who know, Hertz, the car rental company, well, rent vehicles, I'll put it that way. They had electric cars like the Teslas. And now they're getting rid of all of them. I didn't know those batteries cost that much. A new battery for one of those Teslas is $26,000. So they selling their cars off for $16,000 if you want to buy from Hertz. I don't think that would be a good idea. That's what they're doing. It's like people giving up on electric cars. I can't see spending $26,000 or $30,000 for an electric car, and the battery's going to cost you $26,000 to replace it. That don't make no sense. Definitely better come up with a solar car, get it going. A way to recharge the battery, but you got to think about when the battery cells wear down, you can't use it anymore. You got to replace the whole floor of batteries. Like on my electric skateboards, I can't use the boards anymore. I got to get rid of the battery and get a new battery. Just for me, it's like $300. Well, I got to work on those two tanks, freshwater and African cichlid tank. So each of them are 300 gallons. This building has a lot of dogs. I gotta get this one running. Well, just clean it. But it's the other one that really needs a water pump for it. And there's no water running to it, so. Hey. What's up, man? All right? What you doing? Yes, they didn't get the filter yet. All right, y'all, I gotta close out. Hope to see you on the next one. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Take it easy, y'all.